and welcome to BitChute and YouTube. It's our meteorology segment, and what we're doing first is taking a look at the Earth's temperatures. So here is something going on. It's negative 90.4 degrees Fahrenheit, portions of Antarctica. Let's zoom in further and see how low it can go. Pretty cold temperatures down there. It is winter in Antarctica, and it's a bit of an inhospitable climate. Let us know in the comments if you've ever wintered in Antarctica or if you've been to Antarctica, period. It's certainly on my bucket list. It's looking kind of cold in Greenland as well. If you're concerned about it melting, it's only 4 degrees Fahrenheit. Yowzers. It's summertime in New Zealand and it's only 4 degrees on large portions of the island. It's colder in Greenland than it is at the North Geographic Pole. Some places are kind of hot though, places like Saudi Arabia, for example. And let's go to our normal coverage here. We're normally looking at things like the winds as opposed to the temperatures. So let's move to surface winds. Here are the surface winds of the eastern world. Shout out to our viewers from Munda. Here are the jet streams of this side of the planet. And we've got a backward jet stream over parts of Oceania here, the extreme western Pacific, and the eastern Indian Ocean, featuring a backward jet stream. Here are the jet streams for the Americas. And the jet stream remaining here in the northern portion of the U.S. Multiple convective systems happening here. You've got an interesting low rotating counterclockwise and a high right next to it. An anticyclone and a low pressure side by side there in the southern U.S. Here are the surface winds. Surface winds of Europe, Africa, and the Middle East. And here are the jet streams. That should give you somewhat of a global picture of the weather. Here is your US weather.gov map. If you want to check it out yourself, it's at weather.gov. We've got some small craft advisories all around Hawaii. Perhaps some great surf happening down there. Not a lot of weather warnings in the U.S. at the moment. If your county's lit, click your county at weather.gov. Check out the strong lightning here south of Mexico. Yowzers, that is a serious lightning band right down there. And lots of lightning over the U.S. as well. Here's a real-time lightning map from lightningmaps.org. Check it out next time you hear thunder. It could save your you-know-what. And do we have any terrestrial lightning? It looks like we do. In the north-central U.S. Some lightning there in South Dakota. Also in Idaho and Washington. Some isolated little compartments of storms happening there in the U.S. We'll zoom out to show the full world view there. And that's your lightning report. Next, we'll show a GFS forecast for the next 72 hours for pressure and precipitation. Pressure and precipitation based on the GFS model over the lower 48. That's what you can expect over the next 3 days. We'll also show the total accumulated precipitation over the next 3 days, as there will be quite a bit of rain here. Some fairly heavy rain spots there, looking at over about 3+ inches there around the southern portion of Lake Michigan, mainly to its east. Also southern Wisconsin going to see some rather significant rainfall totals. That's your GFS pressure. That's your GFS accumulated precipitation forecast for the next 72 hours. Next, we've got your satellite imagery from windy.com. As the sun rises over the eastern U.S., that's what's going on from the perspective of a satellite. Next, we've got radar.weather.gov. That's your U.S. Doppler radar map. There's the all 50 state view. Will fixate on the lower 48. You've got some scattered showers over the mid-Atlantic states there. Scattered showers over large portions of the country, really. Let's take a look at clouds and fog using a 3.9 nanometer infrared radiation satellite. Part of the NASA GOES Interactive Weather Satellite Suite. And here's water vapor. That should clear up any issues that you're having understanding the Doppler radar. We've got some dry massive air moving its way into the mid-Atlantic states here. And convective forces largely at play in the southern U.S. as the jet streams are remaining way up here to the north. You may see some odd weather patterns in the southern portion of the country. Storms moving in the opposite direction from the way they normally move and things like this. It's because the jet stream is not brushing the weather out to the east. Anyway, there's your recap. Vertical motion of water droplets in the air column, that's what a Doppler radar does. Here is clouds and fog at 3.9 nanometers. You can see this low off of the coast of North Carolina mainly. I don't think it's going to be as strong as forecasted. There's cold water below that. And there it is on water vapor. Thanks for tuning in to the Smash News Network, least busted name in news. Also, don't forget to visit our links into Mensa. It's up to you to make America not suck again. And part of that is to Mensa. Make Earth not suck again. You can find our merch. There's a link at the homepage at smashandmash.com as well as below this video. So thanks for tuning in. Support the channel. Press like, subscribe, share, etc. We'll see you soon. And may that terrestrial wind be at your back.